Hey everybody, welcome to Sophquest. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new to the channel. So I wanted to let you know the reading you're about to hear is going to span the time of about 2 weeks from the energy of that full moon we just had on Friday, the 19th of November, that was in Taurus, and the new moon that we're going to be having on December 4th in Sagittarius. So we're moving from the last week of Scorpio season last week to fire into Sagittarius season for the next 4 weeks. Now, I know I didn't do a reading last week for you guys. I'm sorry about that interruption. I had to adjust to a change in my medical procedure, my schedule, the way I do it. And I needed time to fill up my own well, so I have something to give to you guys, right? So thank you for understanding that. I do appreciate it. Again, this is going to cover 2 weeks, so I hope you enjoy the reading. And now, there you go. On to the reading. Hi Virgo. Alright, so as I'm shuffling, why don't you settle in with me, okay? Today we're going to use 2 decks that I love. This is the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck by Denise Linn and the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso. These are decks I use often and love very much, so let's shuffle, alright? I've already pre-shuffled quite a bit, but I'll do a little bit on camera for you as we take some time together. Okay, so why don't you settle in? Let's do some deep breathing. Bring down the cortisol, right, which lowers your stress. Oxygenate the brain. There's the first one, popped right out. It is Rainbow Blessings. I love it. And it says, blessings are showering into your life, Virgo. That's beautiful. All right. Rainbow Blessings. That's nice. So have some hope and faith right now. We have moved into the fire season of Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, one of my favorites. I think very apropos that we have Thanksgiving during that time. I love that about that particular placement of when, because it is a thankful time. It's a time where we are grateful and where it just feels like there are serendipities, lucky happenings that navigating by the stars, yeah. Follow your bliss, beautiful. I love that. But it's a time where, you know, we kind of open our minds and our hearts and spend some beautiful time together with people that we love. It's nice. And it is called it's called the Great Benefic, actually, Jupiter is, because every time there's anything in astronomy and in astrology where Jupiter is very, very strong, obviously Sagittarius season, you know, it's a time that brings good things. So that's good. Last one. Let's pull one more. There it is. Unknown territory. Okay. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay. So it says, rainbow blessings showering into your life, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss, into unknown territory. Now, it also says you're exactly where you need to be. And I think that means in here, right? In here. You are at a point where wherever your life is taking you right now, the steps that you're taking day by day are the right steps to keep moving forward in the way that you are, and have faith and trust in that. You are being blessed, you are on the right path, and you're going to see the fruits of the labor. That's what it says to me. Every time I get the Navigating by the Stars card, I think I just got it for Leo, I always say pay attention to the astrology. There's something there for you. You're exactly where you need to be, but you're going into unknown territory. So whatever you're trying to do that might be new, Virgo, it's like if you're starting to question yourself, should I? I think the answer is yes, because I think it's going to be very helpful and bright for you. I like that. Yeah. You are exactly where you need to be. How comfortable are you making changes, Virgo? I know that a lot of earth signs have sort of trouble, right, making change. It's harder for the earth signs. They are very much stable, fixed people, right? They like to do what they like to do the way they like to do it. But Virgo, you are ruled by Mercury, which is a mutable energy. And so you're better at that than the other earth signs, aren't you? At making change. So whatever new thing you are doing right now, keep following that path. You know, one foot in front of the other, one day at a time. All right. All right, these feel good. I've shuffled them plenty, but do one or two more. Virgo. Okay, so for the next couple of weeks, right, from that very big full moon energy that we just had last Friday from the 19th of November, it was a full moon in Taurus, changing something very real, very practical about something we value in our lives and making a pretty big change that's going to last, right? Whatever we do, when we make a big change and a big shift in lunations in Taurus, it's something that lasts, okay? So if it was financial for you or about your home or your very, very important relationships, whatever the change is, it's going to stick, okay? Whatever that is. I believe that. All right, so they always say eclipses are like full moons and new moons on steroids. The full moon we just had on the 19th was a lunar eclipse, and we're moving for the next 2 weeks as the moon gets smaller and wanes in its energy, and we go through that shedding process of that letting go and beginning the new thing. We are heading toward the new moon in Sagittarius, and that is also an eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. So these are big energies, and the effects should last out to, I would say, 6 months or longer, actually. All right. Plus the nodes of the moon are changing. That's big. We'll talk about that a lot more as we go through the weeks. All right, we have the Empress, Three of Cups, Queen of Swords. Wow. The Six of Wands. Nice. The Seven of Swords in the center of the reading. Okay. Let's see what that is. And the King of Swords. We have the Queen and the King of Swords on the table. So very decisive action. Whatever this is about, that's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. Very decisive action and changing something up because something needed to be shifted. All right, then I have the King of Wands. I have the Devil on the board. Some kind of temptation or fear that might pull you back into an old way of doing things. And then the Hierophant. Okay, that's kind of like faith over fear is the way I'm looking at this. Okay. Yeah, I think you are making a change. And I think it's like a radical strategy. A strategy that helps you to do something in a way that might at first feel a little different, right? A little strange to you. And yet you're like, well, if I do it the way I did it, I'm going to get what I got before, right? So you want to change it up, try something new, get a different result. That's kind of how I'm seeing that. All right, on the bottom of the deck today was the Knight of Swords. Okay, moving forward, having conversation. This is decided action forward that is pretty quick, and it's a swords card, so it's really very much about moving forward with something to say, right? You've made a decision and you're going to take it forward and communicate it. So the Ace of Swords is there. That's sort of truth. That's right there with the Queen of Pentacles, and this is you. So the Queen of Pentacles in your yin energy, Virgo, very, very stable, very grounded. The gentle gardener, right? Taking care of things. So right now, I think that you are absolutely determined to take your life forward, having made a very, very strong and sure decision to take very good care about changing something in your life, because that ace is new. All aces say new beginnings. So whatever this new thing is, you've decided to do it, you're determined to do it, and you're going to take care of it and foster it as you go along. So whatever that is, it seems to me that it's hopeful and that it's blessed. Navigating by the stars because it's something you really want. It's something you believe in. It's something you've wished upon a star for. It's something you've prayed about. And okay, it may be new, right? But you're exactly where you need to be. Trust the process, Virgo. That's what I'm seeing with those cards. All right, trust the process, trust the getting there. Don't worry so much about having gotten there. Just take it day by day, right? It's in the journey. So true. All right, so let's go across the top. We're going to read horizontally, vertically, and big picture all right, all together for you. The Empress is the first card in your reading today, and this is beautiful. It is always about something new that's being birthed into your life. It is always something that is a blessing, and it's always something that grows you, right? It grows you internally. It grows your life. It enriches your life. It is one of the most abundant cards in the tarot, so this is abundance. And right next to it, 3 of Cups, this is an abundance of love and friendship and good times, right? Having fun, having enjoyment. The Queen of Swords, because intuitively you've made the decision that this is really important to you. And this is what you've been wanting to bring back into your life. Something that intuitively you know is so valuable to you. I think you value family and friends and time together. And I think that you're having this creative idea about how to do some new thing. You know, I am aware, and I think we all are all aware of the fact that it is holiday season. The holidays are coming, and I think we all have that on our minds. So whatever it is that you're wanting to bring into your life, this new thing, and having to do with other people, getting together with other people, this is something that is probably been something you've been considering for a long time and thinking about, because I'm looking at the 6 of Wands. It's like, you know, the 6 of Wands is usually winner, winner, chicken dinner. I did it. I accomplished it. I got it. People have seen it. They like it. It's applause. It's winning. It's doing well. So you're doing well, but you've had to make some type of adjustment. With the 7 of Swords in the center of your reading today, this is a completely different kind of strategy. Again, remember I said earlier, the thing I got, because I just kind of stream it in and it just comes out. And what I got was, if you do it the way you did, you're going to get what you've always gotten, right? So this is like, nope, I'm not doing it that way anymore. New strategy, because remember that the sword suit is about the way we think. And all the 7s in the deck are about stopping, assessing, and making a change. With the King of Swords, you're like, okay, I'm going to make a different decision. I need to be logical, I need to be careful, and I'm going to make this decision about how to do this right. Do it right. So whatever this decision is about for you, you want to do it right. All right? You could be stealing away to go and have time with friends, right? People going on vacation or, you know, planning holiday trips right now. That makes sense, especially if you're going somewhere new, right? Be careful if that's the case on the road or traveling one way or another. That's usually the way of it, okay? King of Wands, this is something you want. This is something you deeply desire. It's something that makes you feel really good about you, about life. But there's a hitch, something, a fear, a worry, a temptation, and you know that you want to commit to your decision. When I've got the Knight, the Queen, and the King, that is a process of moving forward to make a decision. Okay? If I'm not looking at that as each of those cards as people, it's you yourself, Virgo, coming to a decision, right? Thinking about it, going forward. You know, what new thing am I going to make happen so that I can take care of what I'm trying to do? So I go from the Knight to the Queen and I progress forward, and then I get to the King and I make my decision, and I am absolutely resolved that it's the right decision. So you can see how that process happens in the tarot, right? It's like moving forward in your decision process. So in the center, it's like you stop and you think, Right, I said in another reading, it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I keep getting that saying. I don't know if you say that anywhere else in the world, but in America, it's a saying for trying to balance finances and figure out where to put things, where to prioritize this, right? Holding off on doing this so that we can get this done, kind of thing, with our money, okay? Whatever it is, I mean, in the line above, you're going to do it successfully because you've made the decision to. It's like a very strong, decisive moment here. So it's like you're trying to do things the right way, right, with the Hierophant. You want to do things the traditional way, but maybe not. With these two together, I kind of get the message doing it a non-traditional way, not being able to do it the way you've always done it. So you may have to make adjustments to the way you normally do things, all right? But I think you want that. It's like, let's not do it the same old way. Let's do it a different way. So if this is about getting together with friends or making friends, you know, it's like if you're making a new friend, it's like you're going to make a different kind of friend that's different than what you would normally have as a friend. If it's you making a decision about choosing something in your life, if you're buying a car, you know, it's like you've always bought this kind of car, whatever, right? And then you decide, nope, I'm going to go ahead and try a totally different type of vehicle. So whatever the decision is, it's like you've made it well enough that you know you're willing to put in the work for it. Queen of Pentacles. You know you're willing. That's you right there. So you are very much in a state of clarity about it. And if you aren't yet, over the next couple of weeks, you are going to make a really strong decision about it because of the thought process here. And I think that the Seven of Swords in the center of your reading today is about doing that, because sometimes what this card means is making a mental note, taking a moment, stopping. That's all the sevens, right? We stop, we assess, we consider, and doing something in a new way, a different way. So making an adjustment, a different kind of plan. You're like, you know, I think it'll go better, Six of Wands, right? It'll go so much better if we totally change it up. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Decision made. So the thing that I'm looking at on the bottom is you want to do something that's different, tempting, a little exciting, a little new. All right, let's just say you always get together with your family and you go to the same place every year, you do it the same way every year. This year, you want to take everybody to Hawaii, right? Totally non-traditional. And everybody would probably say, but our traditions. And you're saying, come on, aren't you tempted to try something brand new? Now, let's go down the vertical because I'm seeing another storyline here and I'm going to say it. So let's go down this way. We have the Empress, we have the Six of Wands. Whatever you are creating, whatever you're birthing into your life, whatever decision you are making, it comes from a deep place. It's been brewing. It's been something you've been thinking about for quite a long while. Just like in the Empress card, that baby takes 9 months, right? So it's a planning process. It is definitely something that's going to make you feel really great about yourself. It's something you've wanted to accomplish. This is accomplishment. Something you've really wanted. The King of Wands is bold and brave. He takes action. He's excited. He's passionate about whatever it is. So whatever this is from inside of you that you've been wanting to accomplish, you will. Absolutely will. And, you know, he's also an entrepreneur. If this is a business, your business is going to take off, even if it's a little different than maybe what you did before. News could be coming in, a decision, a final decision, and maybe you're worried about that internally also, the way I'm looking at that. All right, so then in the center, I have the Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Devil. So I have to say, with the Seven of Swords and Devil together, yeah, okay, so let's take a breather for a second and say, be careful of any kind of theft right now or of losing money in one way or another. The devil can very often represent in the tarot, belongings, like the trappings of society, right? All the things that we love and covet having, right? So money and cars and things and all that. So if this is, somebody coming in and taking things, be careful of that. Just be aware that if you're in the company of others anywhere, like at a party, that, somebody may be considering taking something that doesn't belong to them. Whether it is a thing, a person, somebody taking what doesn't belong to them, okay? That's just a side note. It's probably only for one of you out there, but I saw it and so I'm saying it. Otherwise, I'm seeing that card in a different way. Like I said, doing something non-traditional together with your people. All right, and making the decision to do so. All right, then on the third line, on the vertical, I have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So normally, I would consider this to be two professional people. Sometimes it's a couple, but usually only if the couple are both air signs, okay? Air signs, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Otherwise, This is two people. They could be business partners. These are two professionals. Can be anything like that. With the Hierophant, I'm seeing business here. But what I'm really seeing is the process of making the decision, getting to the final decision about what you want to do, what you're going to make a commitment to, and doing it differently. You've decided to do something differently. You want it. You've been coming up with the idea for quite a long time, it seems to me, and it's probably new, right? Unknown territory. And yeah, it's like doing it the traditional way, doing it the non-traditional way. I'm tempted. What should I do? But I really want this. So Virgo, I think internally under the deck it says you are moving very quickly upon this final decision. You know what you want. You've thought about it. You've been responsible about it. Now it's time to take care of it. Take that decision, plant that seed, pour the water on it, give it some plant food, grow that idea. Over the next couple of weeks, if it's whatever it is, if you're going somewhere, if you're doing something, it does involve other people with the Three of Cups. And most especially, you've taken your time, done your due diligence to come to the decision with the Knight to the Queen to the King of Swords. That is a process of coming to a final decision, which is the Ace of Swords. And now you're going to put that into action and succeed at whatever it is, Six of Wands, accomplishment. And that is what has been being birthed into your life with the Empress. So I do think that it's going to be great. I think whatever it is that you're doing, stick with it. Okay, you're going to doubt yourself. I can see that here with the Devil Hierophant. Oh, I should probably do it the same old way, right? No, nope, nope. The unknown territory is exciting. It's good. It's something you really, really want. All right? So just keep going forward. You've got this, Virgo. You've got this. All right, I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Have a very enjoyable Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. Otherwise, happy holidays to you wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you again around the 5th of December. All right, take care. Thanks, Virgo.